Most people think that you need to be a millionaire to live off investments. But what if I told you that with just $50,000 and patience, you can be setting yourself up for financial freedom, especially if you start in your 20s or even 30s. Today we're talking about how an index fund earning 7% can change your financial future over the next 30 years. And I'm going to show you why this is a realistic goal that you can work towards right now. So let's start with the basics. An index fund is a basket of investments that tracks a market's index, like the S&P 500 for example. Historically, the US stock market has averaged about 7% annual returns even after inflation. Now imagine you have $50,000 in an index fund that earns 7% per year and you don't have to touch it for the next 30 years. You're not adding nothing at all. You're just letting compound interest do its thing. And the best part, after 30 years, that $50,000 would grow to about $380,000 without you lifting a finger. Now here's something to consider from that perspective. You don't necessarily need $50,000 to start today. This can be a goal you work towards over time. Maybe you start out with $1,000, then add $500 a month. In just over 6 years, you'd have your $50,000 goal. And the earlier you hit it, the more decades you have for it to grow. Think about it, in your 20s or even 30s, you're playing with the most valuable asset in investing, which is time. Time allows compounding to turn a small seed into a massive tree. So the best thing to do is use your time wisely. Now let's say you reach your $380,000 after 30 years. If you stick to the 4% rule for withdrawals and retirement, that could pay you about $15,000 a year forever. And this is just from a single $50,000 investment. Now imagine if you repeated this a couple of times over your career or kept adding money beyond that initial 50K. You could be talking about a six-figure retirement income, all from passive growth. Now you may think that $50,000 is a lot, but let's think about another perspective. Ask yourself this: if I'm paying for a $50,000 car that I may drive for about 5 years, compared to $250,000 in future retirement income, which one would you think will pay you by the time you're 60 years old? If you're in your 20s or 30s, you're in your golden position. You don't need to start huge, but you need to start early. Set a clear goal. I'm going to get $50,000 invested in an index fund. Break it down into actionable steps. Automate it if need be, and treat it like a bill you owe to your future self. Now, this type of mindset requires a lifestyle shift. It'll be the difference between you having to work and you actually wanting to work. Your future self will thank you in so many ways that you couldn't even imagine just for doing the right steps now. Now, if you found this video helpful and informative, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our smart topics.